Righty ho, ladies. So this practice is going to be experimental. No shoulders, no wrists. So no vinyassas, no downward dogs, no planks, no nothing like that. So lots of lower body work, resting the upper body. If you want to use the shoulders and arms, there's options to do that. That's absolutely fine. I won't. But just again to show you that your yoga practice can adapt to anything you need it to. So any injury, there's always enough going on in a lot of the other poses and things to be able to adapt it to around an injury. So we'll start lying down. Keep the knees bent and the feet wide and the knees rolling in. Take a couple of deep breaths. Lengthen the back of the neck, so draw the chin down very slightly. And the eyes can be closed or just very gentle, soft gaze. A couple of natural breaths. Maybe scan the body as you're settling into the breath. See how you're feeling. Hands to the lower belly region. And make sure the elbows are wide enough to be able to relax comfortably on the floor. You're going to use the sense of touch in your hands to really feel the breath from the outside. So soften the back and the tummy area. And gradually start to inflate on the inhale, the area all around the lower belly region. It takes an amount of relaxing. It's against what we normally feel like doing. As women especially, we tend to spend our lives holding our bellies in, so this is really softening and relaxing everything. Deep belly breaths. Open, expand the space on the inhale and gently contract. Really nice to reset the nervous system, this belly breathing. Starts to activate the rest and restore processes. Move the hands up the body to the rib cage. And again, fingertips touch gently in the middle, but the hands and the elbows are relaxed. Start to direct the breath into the ribs. Expanding out to the side. Exploring the opening of the rib cage. Maybe use the muscles a little bit to open the space just before the breath. Enters the space. It's really working on using the intercostal muscles to expand. Not just the lungs to inflate. Move the hands up to the collarbone region. Again, the neck is long, the chin is gently tucked. And as you inhale, visually lift the chest up to the ceiling and allow the breath to fill all the way up to the throat area. The chest lifts on the inhale. And then a hand to the heart and one to the belly. And we'll join the three elements. We'll start low, expand through the belly. Naturally then move the breath up, expand through the ribs and high to the throat. And reverse the process and momentarily top, middle, belly. Slow the breath down as much as you can. And slowly exhale. Inhale, belly. Chest up to the throat. Slowly exhale. One more. Just let the arms relax by the sides and the breath settle into its natural rhythm. I always find my belly starts to gurgle, so it's very interesting. This deep belly breathing really stimulates the digestive process and everything starts to gurgle. Bring the hands together, rub the palms. Gently place over the eyes, feel the warmth from the hands. Visualize this nice healing quality. Blink the eyes open. Deep breath in, slide the hands down the body and draw the knees into the chest. Ooh, click, click, both knees clicked then. We'll take a little roll left to right on that lower back. And a hand onto each knee. Nice knee rolls, open the legs out, draw them in together. Open them out, press them away. Draw them in together. Keep the breath moving and the body moving really slowly. And the opposite way, so knees together, press away, open them out. How do the hips feel this morning? Deep breaths. I almost don't want to get off the mat. It feels so nice to be lying down, stretching. Plug everything in, nose to knee, hug, hug, hug. And reach the left leg up and gently lower down, draw it back in, right leg up, lower down, draw it back in, left leg up. And start to bicycle the legs. Slowly waking up the core. Hug the right knee in and lengthen the left leg down to the mat. Hug the knee, nose to knee. And release, and gently straighten the leg up to the ceiling. So take some rolls of the ankle here, waking up the ankle joints. And then you can gently take a couple of little circles with the leg, leading with the foot. Again, just waking up the hip a little bit, make the circles a bit bigger. And then release up to the ceiling, flex the foot, draw the toe in, and gently start stretching through the hamstring. It's just a warm up, so it doesn't have to be an aggressive stretch, just working out how this hamstring feels. So maybe you switch the legs using the core. Hug the knee in, the left knee in, nose to knee. Engage the core. And release. And stretch that leg up. Take these ankle rolls. And then start to maybe take little circles with the foot. And draw that leg in. And release the foot down to the floor. So both bend the knees, both feet wide to the outer edges of the mat, and just let the knees roll to the right. And pause for a breath. Should be a nice stretch around the inner edge of the hip on the left. Deep breaths here. Back to center and the other way. Really relax the upper body, the shoulders, the neck. Deep breaths. Inhale back to center. Bring the feet parallel. Bend them in a little bit closer to the hips. And just gentle wave of a bridge. So inhale the hips up and gently roll down one vertebrae at a time. And inhale. Lift to wherever's comfortable. Exhale, lower. And one more. Inhale. Lift, maybe you hold. If you really want a nice shoulder stretch, you can float the arms up. I'll demonstrate with one arm, being that this right shoulder is a little bit tricky today. Deep breaths. And exhale, release down. Hug the knees in, cross at the ankles. Little rock and a roll all the way up. Take a few rock and rolls with the massaging spine. Maybe cross the legs the other way. Out the body. And come all the way up. Press yourself up to a little toe balance. So, knees together, lower the knees, hands to the heart. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Fingertips down, Knees down, stretch through the feet, broken toe pose, so support as necessary. Maybe hands to the heart. Fingertips down, heels down, and stretch the arms forward. Stretch through the ankles. Gently come all the way up. Slowly. And relax the shoulders. So a couple of little side bends. Again, if you really feel you want to get the arms involved up overhead, you can take the arms overhead. I won't. I'll just demonstrate without using my arms, just to show that you can still do these things without actually engaging part of the body that's maybe hurting. So exhale, just slide the right arm down the body if you want to take the left arm over. And hold and breathe. Inhale, release. Slide the left arm down, and I shall just keep the right arm at the hip. And release. Take a little shoulder roll. And again, if you want to inhale, lift the arms, feel free. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. Fingertips to the earth. So the feet, little distance between the feet, and you can maybe lengthen one leg, bend and lengthen if that feels good. See how you feel in the hips. Exhale into ragdoll, hang here. Knees soft until the hamstrings start to open. Nod and shake the head. One way. And release, come to a flat back, lengthen through the spine. Start to bend the knees, inhale into chair. And again, my arms will come to the heart, or use the arms if you like. Sit low. Inhale up. Lift the right leg. And draw that knee in as much as you can. Use the legs, soften the knee, gently hinge back, high lunge. So not a really, really big high lunge, but just a comfortable high lunge. Sink a little further. So these knee dips, lower the knee down. Inhale, lift and lengthen away. Lower the knee down. Inhale, lift. One more, lower the knee down. Inhale, lift, and a big step forward. And then you're going to engage through the lower body. Inhale, lift the left leg. Draw that knee in without the arms as much as you can. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Step back comfortably. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press the heel back, straighten the leg. Lower the knee, lift, straighten that back leg, press through the back heel. One more. And big step forward. Inhale up the right leg, open out tree pose. Pause, really press the knee open. Hands to the heart or hands above the head, your choice. Maybe challenge yourself and close the eyes. Really, really difficult. Inhale back to center. Exhale, warrior one. So just not such a long step back, little step back, lower the heel. Inhale, take a lunge. So use the arms if you like. Maybe the arm comes up. Maybe it, my voice went up then. Whoop. Lunge into that, roll the hips forward. Deep breaths here. Take a breath. Onto the back toe. And lower to the back knee. So the hands maybe can just hang at the sides here. Deep breaths, or alternatively, if you want to sweep them up overhead or rest them on the knee, your choice. Take a breath. Deep breaths. You're going to try and work your way back up using the strength in the legs. So tuck the toe, lift the back knee, hands to the heart. Take a big step forward, feet to meet. Not quite so easy. And the same on the left. Inhale, lift. The left leg, open out to your tree. Pause. Settle the gaze, settle the breath. Maybe the arms reach up, or challenge yourself to close the eyes. Notice how that ankle really starts to work when you try and close the eyes. It's really difficult to work out where you are in space without the visual reference. Release the leg. Warrior one. Just a step back, lower the back heel. Take a lunge. Roll the hips forward. Roll through the little toe of the back foot. And again, if you want to sweep the arms, sweep the arms. Otherwise, take a deep lunge. And hold. Onto the back toe. High lunge. Lower that knee all the way down slowly. Use the legs. And again, your choice on tuck the toe, hang the arms, hands to the knee, or alternatively, you can take the arms up overhead. Deep breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Tuck the back toe and come up. Lift the back knee, hands to the heart. Big step forward. Take a breath. Getting closer and closer to the edge of that mat. Inhale, lift the right leg. And take a step back, bigger step back this time. Warrior two, lunge into that left knee. So again, hands to heart maybe, hands to waist, or if you really want to, sharp with my right arm, the arms can come up, take a lunge, but really challenge the lower body. So lunge as low as you can. Deep breaths here. Maybe reverse. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side angle. So the arm can float forwards and up. Lengthen, simple side angle. Or the hand can come down. Your choice. Relax. And breathe. Gaze to the floor. Inhale, all the way up, reverse. And straighten the front leg. Turn the left foot in. Turn the right foot in. Heels out, toes in, arches lifted. Hands to hips, exhale. And all the way down. So try and keep the hands to the waist. Knees can be soft. Engage through the legs. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Deep breaths here. Inhale to come up. Rotate the right foot. Warrior two on the right. So take deep lunge. Relax the shoulders again. If you want to sweep the arms, your choice. Keep pressing this knee open. Keep lunging. Deep breaths. Traditionally gaze down the right arm. Keep holding. Side angle. Simple to start with. Sweep the arm up and over. Maybe the hand comes down. Breathing, relax the shoulders. Gaze to the floor. Inhale, reverse. I'll be reversing without my arm. Lovely. Exhale, straighten the leg. Turn the toes in. Heels in. Goddess pose. And lower. Deep breaths. Hands to the heart. Keep holding. Inhale. Turn the right foot in, left foot out. So we're going to work into revolved triangle. So turn this right foot in a little further. You want the hips forward. Lengthen the right arm. Maybe comes to the floor, the shin or the outer edge. Rotate the left shoulder. Maybe lift the arm. Your choice. Deep breaths here. Take the left hand to the hip, soften slightly through the front leg, and you're coming into your revolved half moon. So take a step, maybe like warrior three, lengthen, and then revolve the spine, the upper body, and lift. Hold. And to the hip, gaze to the floor, take a step back, lower the heel, inhale. I won't use my arm, but you can sweep the arm up and around. Rotate left foot in, rotate the right foot. Foundation, stable, hips facing forward. Coming into your Parivrtta Trikonasana, your revolved triangle. Reach forward. And to floor, shin or outer edge, open, lift. Keep revolving, keep holding. Strong foundation. Always work from the floor up. Take the right hand to the hip, gaze to the floor, coming into your revolved half moon. So transfer the weight. You want space between the hips, so you want these hips level, float the leg, then revolve. Don't really want that left hip to collapse. Reach, breathe. Not an easy pose. Quite uncomfortable in the standing leg. Take the right hand to the hip. Take a step back, lower the heel, inhale, way up. Rotate that right foot in. And again, this nice forward fold. So if you want a different version, you can clasp the hands. You can take the hands to the floor. I'll keep my hands on the hips. Alternatively, you can reach for the big toes if you like. And exhale, fold. Deep breaths here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Keep drawing the upper body down. And inhale to come up, hands under shoulders. So you're going to work into Skandasana, both sides. So open the feet a little wider, bend into the right leg and let the left toes float up. Come all the way down. Work that right heel down. Maybe the arms come out. Your choice, and hold. Hands to the floor. Inhale up and Skandasana on the other side. Lunge into that left foot. So again, maybe the heel comes down, maybe the arms come out. Strong hip opener. And support yourself to come out. So Skandasana on the other side again, sink down. This time, support yourself and lower the hip down. You want to try and get this right angle here. This leg is open. This leg, take the left hand down. Inhale up the right and reach down. And take a bind here if you can. Inhale, open that left shoulder if you can. Otherwise, try and just rotate that body towards that straight leg. Look tall, open out at the hip. Deep breaths. And release. Transfer the weight all the way up. Skandasana on the other side. Take it down and just lower that hip all the way down. Maybe this doesn't really matter if the leg is in a little bit, but you're just working the hip open, working that leg. It's a nice 90 degrees, sit up tall. It's like the Malasana series, but slightly adapted. Inhale up, left arm, exhale, trying to get the shoulder beyond the knee. And maybe you bind here and reach up and rotate with that right shoulder. Deep breaths. And release. Come all the way up. So we're going to do a really quite strong hip opener here. So walk the hands out a little bit and just lower to the knees. So the knees wide as you can go. And you're going to sink the hips back, the feet come in a little bit towards the hips. And then you're just sinking back, really strong hip opener. Deep breaths. So maybe the feet work their way out a little bit, like a frog. Very much dependent on how that feels in the hips, but it's quite uncomfortable this, because you're just working these hips back. So find that level of your own that is just pushing slightly but not uncomfortable, completely uncomfortable. Just hold there. Breathe. Kind of explore that sensation. Inhale. You have to come out as carefully as you went in. Maybe the knees come in. Maybe you roll onto the toes and come all the way up. So feet a little narrower, just a bit wider than hip width, and just hang in between. Ragdoll, let the upper body hang, and just rock left to right. Bend at the knees, and again you're working the hands down, almost the shoulders between. Deep breaths. Inhale, walk the hands forward, hands to the hips, all the way up into Malasana Squat. The feet should be fairly good position for that, hands to the heart. Exhale all the way down, but don't sink completely low. You want to keep the legs engaged. Inhale up, you can reach the arms up if you like and reach this point. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more. Exhale down, maybe all the way down. Down as comfortably as you can. So your heels might be off the floor. You can always pad your heels out, or you can sit on blocks. So do whatever you can. You might be much higher up. It doesn't really matter. It's your practice, just exploring this deep squat. Maybe open the arms out. Deep breaths. Hands to the heart. Gently uncurl. Heel toe the feet in. Heels in, toes out. And you're going to come down again with the knees opening wide. So come down, the heels will come off. And come down in between. Come to the side here to show you. So you're working the head down and the heels down, rounding over the back. Maybe the hands come behind you, palms up. But you're working everything down. You should feel a really strong stretch through the lower outside of the back, pelvis. Deep breaths. To come up, maybe you work the knees together, lower the knees down. Feet together, heels out, just sit. In your hero pose. Again, if you want good stretch in the shoulders, you can take the arms, the hands out and up towards the ceiling. I'll leave my shoulders out a bit. Otherwise, just sit down on the hips. Take a little revolve to the right, left heart, hand, right knee. Gaze follows the movement. Back to center, right hand, left knee. Gently twist. And release. So we'll sink down between the feet. This might work for you, it might not. You've got a cushion or a block or something if you know it really is uncomfortable. Open the legs out, feet out, and just sit down between. Any twinging in the knees, then sit on a block or sit on a cushion. Sit, raise the hips enough to be able to stop that twinging. You don't want, the knees don't really go. It's the hips that have to open to get the knees comfortable. And you can take the hands behind you. So again, very personal here. You can work your way down. Again, you can take a cushion. If you're finding this really is too much, you can take a cushion under the back. Alternatively, work your way down to the elbows. Pad yourself out as much as you need to. And you can take it all the way down, if you can do so comfortably. So it does take you into a little bit of a back bend here. So any discomfort in the lower back, support yourself. Again, if you want to stretch the arms up overhead, please take that option. Deep breaths here. This is a really fabulous full front body stretch through quads, hips. Just stay here for a few breaths. So work your way out, work your way slowly out as you want in, onto the elbows, into the hands. But we're not counter posing yet, so resist the urge to come into your embryo or child pose. Inhale up to the knees, coming into camel. Your choice of, hands to the lower back. Gently open up through the chest. So you want most of the bend to happen in the top section of the back. So resist the urge to really press back on the lower back and throw the head back. Leave the neck in line. Try and just open through the shoulders and lift the chest. Deep breaths here. And come to your second option, onto the heels, either toes tucked or feet flat. Alternatively, you can take the hands to the heart, which requires a little bit more stability and trust. Inhale, up. Exhale. Sit back on the heels. Pause for a moment. You want to take it down now into embryo, just to ease out the back. Very slowly, just round down. Stretch through the back of the neck and the whole of the back. Just allow the palms to come up and the shoulders to roll down towards the mat. Nice deep breaths, close the eyes. Inhale to round up. And just come to seated, so cross at the ankles and come to seated. Into your Dandasana. Again, if the knees need to be slightly bent to get the back straight, belly into spine, hands beside the hips, shoulders relaxed down, chin towards the chest and toes coming back towards the shins flexed. Deep breaths. can sweep the arms up if you like and take it over into your forward fold. Or just hinge. You can use your strap if you've got one. If you can't quite reach the feet, use the strap, sit up tall. Straps are really, really good. Alternatively, take it down. And if you're really flexible in the hamstrings and you want more, you can start building blocks up beyond the feet and holding onto the blocks. Lengthening spine. And fold. Inhale to come up. Can't go anywhere without our boat pose. We're going to a boat pose. So then the feet, support maybe here, shins parallel, or here. Here, hold. Keep holding. Draw the knees in, hug everything in. Maybe you go into low boat pose. Only if it's good for you. Hands to the heart. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale up. Gently roll onto the back. Hug the knees in. Legs up to the ceiling. And we'll do single leg lowers, followed by double if it works for you. Any straining in the lower back, keep it to the lower option, just work your way up. Hands to the floor. Lower the left leg. Pause, hover. Inhale, lower the right. And again, you don't have to lower it all the way down. Any straining in that lower back. Work at your level. The neck is long. The hip is clicking. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Inhale, both legs up. If you want, you can lower both legs down. Maybe they come to here. Or maybe they hover. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Again, if you want to, you can sweep the arms up overhead. As the legs come down, sweep the arms up. Hold, hold. And all the way down. There's always a way to make it a little harder or a little easier, up to you. All about you finding out about yourself. Hug the knees in. So you kind of soon find out about your own limits and actually how far you're willing to go. So tests of willpower. Can I discipline myself to do this, or do I give up? So don't give up, just ease out slightly. Kind of teaches you a bit of resilience. If you just don't give up completely, just ease out a little bit. So Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees open. Release and relax. Where are we? Oh, we've got a little bit of time left. So pause and breathe. Deep breaths in, maybe a hand to the heart, one to the belly. Relax the shoulders. Come back to the breath. Come back to maybe the deep belly breathing. Can you soften after having tensed? Can you then release, relax and soften the belly? Knees in together. Lengthen away with the right, hug the right, left knee in. And lengthen the leg up. Draw that Now straight leg in as much as you can. So try and straighten it and maybe flex the foot with the heel. If it's up here, that's fine. It should be fairly active stretch. Push down your knees, you might want to take hold of the big toe or the outer edge of the foot. Your choice. Deep breaths. And release up. So you can bend the leg now, or you can just leave it straight and come into your twist. And just take that leg over. Maybe the hand comes to the big toe. Deep breaths. Really open through the chest and the shoulder. And exhale. If you came in with a straight leg, try and come back out with a straight leg. And lower down, all the way down. Bend the right knee in, hug that knee in towards the armpit area, so it's not into the centre, it's coming out towards the armpit. And straighten the leg. Not to shuffle over. Won't be able to get. And draw that leg in. So try and reach with the heel, flex with the foot. Draw in maybe from the thigh. Foot. And release, hands to the floor. So again, you can bend the knee here if that's uncomfortable, or with the legs straight, take it over with control. The hand comes to the big, finger comes to the big toe. Open up this shoulder. Relax. Come out with a straight leg if it's still possible. And lower down. All the way down. I'm feeling a shoulder stand here, so again, if it's not in your practice, if you're not comfortable with it, or if you feel it's putting strain on the neck, then don't do it. Just keep with the legs up the wall, or maybe even a cushion. You can just take a cushion under the hips. This is really nice. You really just want to try and get the legs and the hips higher than the heart. Alternatively, keep the neck still as you raise the hips, if that's good for you. Always good to try and get some kind of inversion into your practice. It really stimulates all the internal body systems, everything to work just a little bit better. And your shoulder stance particularly stimulates the thyroid, so it really helps to stabilize your metabolism, stabilize those cravings and overindulgences that we have. So maybe you lower one leg and the other leg into plow. Maybe you don't, maybe you just gently roll out. Work out what your body wants to do. And exhale. Gently roll the back down. Lower the legs together if you can. Lower the legs together. Start to lift the head and shoulders up off the mat. Come onto the elbows. Fish pose. Lean back. Lift the chest. And slide back enough, or slide the elbows down enough to get onto the crown of the head. Deep breaths. And exhale. Oh, lovely. Release down. Bend at the knees and just let the feet go wide, knees together, and just release the lower back and sacrum. Maybe draw the chin into the chest and gently allow the head and neck to release, slowly side to side. Deep breath in, long breath out. So maybe a sigh through the mouth. Release everything out. And gradually work your way into Shavasana. Slide the legs away. Slide the hands away, palms up. Keep the focus around about the heart center. We need to keep drawing the awareness from the head into the heart. We live very much in our minds trying to work everything out intellectually through thought. And this is really not possible. So during the day, take time to breathe and just slide your awareness from your thinking mind into your feeling heart. Let it rest there for a few breaths. Gently draw the air back into the body. Take a stretch if you like. Hug the knees in. Big hug, rock and a roll. Gently roll onto the right side. Press yourself up to seated. Palms together. Thumbs to heart, chin to chest. Pause for a moment to reflect. And with an cleansing breath to start. Deep breath into